Okay, last video, the audio was not timed properly. I just wanted to get it up there and show you guys. I was excited. So I just wanted to rush and get that up there. But I want to let you see how I made the actual polarizer here in Lightwave 3D. I show you how we get a half illumination. Right? Let me go to here. There we go. You see how it's, wherever I move, I'm just moving the perspective around. I'm not changing the rotation of any objects. I'm not changing the position of any objects. And wherever we go, where that illumination is going through those two polarizers that are perpendicular to each other, it's creating half illuminated zones in the left or the right, depending on where you go. This is a front view of it. Let's go into wireframe mode here so you can see what I'm talking about. See that? I got a light right there at the top. It's going through the first polarizer that would represent the sun planet glass sphere, and the bottom polarizer would represent the moon glass sphere. And the camera's way at the bottom over there, down there. See the camera? And so when we look through the camera, turn on VPR so you can see it. That's all we get. There's no other explanation than this. That's why we get that. And this is being revealed to you in these last days, so you will believe me. Okay? And let's go into Modeler. Let me try Modeler. There's Modeler, and this is how I built the polarization, or the polarizers. It's this top view, just zooming in really close. You'll see it's like a grill. All right, you see how the actual rectangles the long rectangles are just like really, really small and close together like that. Zoom back out here, it looks like a complete solid surface, but it's not. And turn that to perspective. You see how I curved it a little bit to make it kind of replicate a section of one of the glass skies anyway. So that's all it is, guys. Let's bring that back into Modeler. You'll see that's what it does. The illumination is coming from the top, obviously, replicating the sun. Now the sun would be, you see it's like a triangle right there at the top, but the illumination would be wider. But what's going on here, because of the bending of light in reality, it's curving around and it's creating a circle. It's creating a halo. It's creating a sundog. It's creating, well, a halo and a sundog. And I turn that around like that. You see, look at that. Half lit, half not. That's exactly what we see. Just moving it around. We're just moving perspective. And it changes. It reverses itself. Okay? Comprende. Let's watch. See, that's what's happening, guys. That's why we get this half-lit illumination sky. Now it'll happen at the horizon, but yeah, you keep in mind the light is bending, and so wherever we look at the sun, whatever, that's a bad convex Earth, but wherever we look at the sun, we're going to see it as if we're looking straight on. So it doesn't really matter where I place it in 3D. It just goes to show you that two perpendicular polarizers will create that effect, and only two perpendicular polarizers, meaning that there are glass skies. Tell a friend, tell heliotards, tell these like heirs of stupidity that think they're smart. I'm not going to name names. You know who I'm talking about. Go tell them that this is, April Fool's coming up, right? April Fool's, I think the Pope actually said, oh, we're not going to make this Easter Sunday because it's April Fool's. Okay. All right. It's time for me to be acknowledged. Thanks. All right, a little bit more clarification, actually, on the polarizers that I talked about in the previous videos. And that is that it doesn't even matter about the rotation angle of the actual polarizers. I said before they had to be perpendicular, but actually they don't even have to be perpendicular. I'll show you. Okay, we're still getting the bifurcation going on. We're looking underneath the 100-kilometer glass sphere, and they're all polarized. All 3 glass spheres are polarized. However, the higher glass spheres are not rotated perpendicularly. Look at that. I could even twist the upper ones into any configuration. As long as they're underneath the light source, they're still going to give you that polarization effect. So I can turn around like that or whatever, and it's still going to happen like that. So let's put this back to 0. 0. Come on, baby. Okay. And I'll put the other one to 0 as well. Well, first I'll show you, like, I can, rotate this moon glass sphere any way I want to, and it's still going to give me the perfect splitting of the illumination underneath the 100-kilometer glass sphere. Alright, so it doesn't have to be perfectly perpendicular. See? I'm just moving around. Oh, there you go. Dark on the right and dark on the left. So something's going on with the angle, the polarization, and the ability to see only a half illuminated sun like that across the sky. Understand? Alright. We're making progress here. But yeah, this is the reason why. There's no other reason. Alright. So I got 3 polarizers. And they do not have to be turned perpendicularly. So I'm probably going to be doing a little bit more research into this in the future, but this solves it, guys. It's not a mystery anymore. Light on top, 2 polarizers, but beneath it immediately. Let's put this one at 0. And then one very low at 100 kilometers. And it's still giving the same effect. See? Alright, cool. The polarizers do not have to be turned perpendicularly. They could be all going the same direction, parallel. Alright. I have no shadows enabled on my sunlight here, so this is totally happening because the light that's blocking, that's obfuscating, the polarizing filter that's obfuscating the light. It all has to do with polarization. Comprende?